What's up?
Your boy Colo Red.
Joffrey with a G.
Man, running the streets, man. We thought we was grown. You know what I mean? Trying to keep up with you. You know the big boys, man.
Man, wildin' out, bro. Remember Top Lot?
Yes, sir.
Posting up.
Jet in, jet out.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, life, it was just great, man.
Family oriented.
Lynn Street.
You remember the smokestacks, bro?
Blacktop, though, under the shelter. That's where it was at. Common ground, border.
Episode number 4, y'all. What's up?
Yes, sir. So glad y'all listening, tuning in to us, and we're gonna try to keep it on point, keep it clear and concise.
What you got going on, Face?
Man, just another day, man. Another day thinking about this podcast and the foreseeable future, and everything I need to do in that aspect. What about yourself, man? What you got?
Hey, man, I see great things, man. The show. I mean, the platform is great. We talk about life, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
All the experiences that we go through in relationships, families,
Right. Right. Yeah, families, man. Families is everything, man. You know how we was raised, man.
Man,
both
bruh.
parents in the home, and want that traditional thing going on, and you achieved it.
Well,
I envy you for that. You achieved it.
Appreciate it, bro. Family, man, it can be complicated,
Of course.
Because I guess since you can't really choose your family sometimes, unless, you marry a person, then you get to choose who you gonna marry. But yeah, man, family is very important, very crucial. I don't have statistics right now, but most successful people, millionaires, most of them are married and been married for a very long time. A lot of people don't understand the tax breaks you get for being married.
Right.
So a single life it can be dope too. Especially you got a lot going on.
I respect that that married life. It just at the end of the day who you pick. If you're picking the right person, is that person, say your wife, all right? So we're heterosexual males. If your wife was raised to actually be a wife, or was she raised to be a independent, strong, I don't need a man, but I just want to get married because I want the look, that Disney phenomenon.
Right.
So in essence, it's like she's getting married for the wrong reasons. And was that guy raised to be a husband or traditional, which I think most men are raised traditional. That's why we all have the mindset of, I want to take care of my woman.
Right. Yeah. My family,
You don't find too many women talking about, I want to cater to my man, I want to take care of my man. It's what that man is going to provide for me, his provisions. He need to secure this, he need to pay for this, he need to do this,
Right.
But men don't even object to none of that. We just say, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But have a woman tell her she need to be traditional, cook for me. I ain't your slave.
Yeah.
I ain't your wife. But yet you want me to, as your boyfriend, you want me to take care of you.
Yeah.
I'm not your husband, but I'll still do it because you know what? The way I was raised, I'm going to use the word feel. I kind of feel like that's my obligation.
Right. Because it is. It's like, it's a program.
Right.
It's like.
You can't tell a man that ain't what you're supposed to do as a man.
It's kind of program. It's like in your DNA already. First of all, I know they say ain't no weaker sex. But a man, if you just think about this, a man was actually built to work the fields, to work with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So it say you should work all the days of your life by the sweat of your brow. So that means the work you gonna do is backbreaking, bruh.
Yeah,
So-
we're built to endure that, man.
Yes. So when a woman put her place in a man's position,
She break down. She can't take it.
but most of the time, most men gonna feel sorry for her, and she ain't gonna be really doing the backbreaking work like all the other men.
I think we spoke about that. Like women, in the same work title, same. I don't want to say. I don't know, this physical labor. Just like a woman that try to befriend a guy at work just so she can use her double standard, her sex appeal,
Right.
for him to do her job for her.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I worked at places where you actually do physical work, and I just speak from experience. Females that try to get cool with you, then eventually, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do this for me? And try to flirt with you, you know, and try to pull on your heartstrings for you to end up doing her job for her to the point that she almost feel like she's your boss,
Right.
like you work for her.
Right. Yeah.
Manipulation.
They doing that. Just stringing you along.
That's it.
And then while you doing her job, you see her leaning over, cause you just wanna talk to her. You trying to get something from her, you know. And she noticed that. So now that she done peep game, now she gaming you. You know, that's kind of how the world work, though, man. You know, you gotta figure out what the game is that you want to play, and you play that game. You know, cause like the famous quote go, all the world is a stage, and the men and women are simply players.
That's it.
So, man, so in relationships, man, so I know we talk about family a little bit, talk about the roles men and women play. So on this topic, bruh, so what's something that you look for in a woman? You know, it could be attributes, like maybe, all right, I guess I can give you an example. Like, do you want her to be witty? Do you want her to be subtle? I don't know, like caring, loving, like just something that she can do to kind of keep the relationship going. I mean, it can be sex, but
yeah. I mean, outside of that, all right. So
Right.
outside of sex, because that just come with it, right?
Right.
So a guy gonna get off regardless. So I almost look for a hybrid. So I'm not looking for a woman that just gonna cook, clean, and just do all this stereotypical stuff for women. But at the same time, I want you, you know, of course I want you to do that because, I mean, I like washing clothes. I like washing dishes and shit like that. I like stuff like that. It's cool.
Right.
But I don't want to do it all the time, but I'm going to do it. That's just kind of how we was raised.
Right.
But, I mean, I cook, but I want you to do it probably more than me. You know, or not even say that. I don't even want to put it like that. It's just like, I kind of really want you to cater to me. Let you have your opinion, but don't feel like your opinion just going to trump mine.
Right.
You know, don't feel like that we in competition. Because at the end of the day, we different.
Right.
You know, I would destroy you, period.
Right.
You know, so let's get that out in the air. So I'm not looking for a woman that's going to challenge me. I'm looking for a woman to be understanding. I'm looking for a woman to be feminine. You know, I understand if you're in a workplace, you know, I need for you to turn that masculine energy off when you come home. Period. So, but you know, a hybrid, if you want to work, you know, go work. If what you do make more money than me, don't ever feel like that dictate to who stand up and piss.
I mean, at the end of the day, I still feel like what the man make is your lifestyle. No matter how much money she make.
What? Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
I agree.
It when you ask a woman, when y'all start having kids together, and she out of work,
right,
short-term disability, whatever her job pay on it, right, and she still don't want to spend her money that she makes to take care of the household bills and everything else that come with it. Right. And that's why I say that, because when you ask a woman, if she make more than her husband, are you willing to pay the majority of the bills? And the answer gonna be no.
Yeah, or at least half. It's no every time. I mean, cause women are like kids. Women are selfish by nature. They, like I said, they come in. I'm a boss. I make 100,000. I need a guy to make 200,000. Right? Even if that guy made 80,000, and they make 100,000, they don't want to spend none of their money. They still will come into that relationship expecting for you to continue to pay your bills as a man, and then now pay all her bills. And if you don't, you're not a man. So they want to take on two people's bills while they just collect their check, and she's not even working for you or doing anything beneficial even for y'all with her money. You know, whether it's planning trips or vacations. I'm not speaking on all women, but we know that type. You know, really, what are you doing with the money? If you make 100-some thousand a year, say your man make 120, he's paying all the bills. What are you doing with your money? Yeah, just money buying red bottoms, hot girl summer in Miami. You're just taking trips with the girls. Like, what are you doing for that man? You know, he's still Valentine's Day, all these holidays, going out his way to make you happy. Right. And in return, you give him, you know, some poo-poo. You know, some.
It ain't even worth it.
A tool belt, it don't. The give and take don't even match up. It's just like all you got is what you have between your legs. It's like, damn,
man, bro, man. I want to say, man, there's really only two things that I want from a woman right now.
What's that?
And that's, I want peace.
Yeah.
And respect. That's it, bro. I'm done.
You know what? That ain't. It's crazy that that's really simple.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them to do that.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like
steady sex.
Like all I want is peace. I go to war for you every day. When I come home, all I want is peace.
Yeah.
I may get disrespected at work and have to put them in their place. But when I get home, that's the last thing I want, is to be disrespected. So it's like, because I'm looking for peace and respect, because I'm a man. I deal with mine, but I'm not gonna go to war with my woman who I'm sent. I'm here to protect you. Why go to war with who you protect?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like the police in a drug war on Black America or whatever. You know, because they in the hood. And it's a war on drugs. Where the drugs at? In the hood.
Right.
So, but these are your citizens. So it just don't make no sense. So it's like, we got to get it together. I'm not gonna go to war with you when I'm your protector.
Yeah, it don't make sense. So if you accept the disrespect and you just be like, whatever, you tripping.
Right.
It's not a real response. Right. So if she's disrespecting, and guys as a whole just start saying, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah.
As soon as the disrespect
for real,
is, so that's equivalent to a violent reaction. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not using the right term, I can't think of the term, but it's not a predictable response.
Right.
He didn't say, girl, you tripping, and walk in the other room. If guys and masses just say, you know what, as soon as that first sign of disrespect, I'm gone.
Right.
I'm out.
And you know something, man? Like, I think real men that know their worth, they will do that. They will say, I'm out. You know. I don't agree with you with that one. I mean, I think they was. I don't think it's in it, because guys typically love once. Yeah.
Women love all the time.
Yeah, I got
different men. They love every man they with a dude might just play games with one, all chicks, and really love one. So if he's in a committed relationship with you, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna take a lot for a dude to leave, because dudes just don't leave.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Women initiate divorces, just like women initiate breakups.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether you married on paper or married just longevity relationship, it's the woman that initiate, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
So dudes stay. So if dudes start acting like women per se in that aspect of filing for the divorce or filing for the breakup, it'll be a change. But since it's like a safety net for women, like, yeah, I can talk my junk, I can disrespect him, he ain't gonna leave. Because guess what guys typically don't do? Leave.
Well, and another thing, I mean, I see what you saying. Yeah, I mean, and that's true, bro. Like, I wouldn't leave because of the financial aspect of it.
Because like all men, marriage is not a good contract for men.
Yeah, when when a man get divorced, especially like you think about your salary and how you barely getting by with your salary and being married, and your wife got a salary too.
Yeah.
And then you get a divorce and she take half of your salary.
And your place to stay.
And your place to stay.
And your kids, if y'all have kids.
And because she getting alimony and child support. So it's like, and you standing alone.
And she getting the praise for leaving.
Right. Because
they're going to believe whatever she say. And you get the depression. You get nothing. You just a broken man.
Right. And then she's still getting dick on the side.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
it's liberation. Girl, go do you.
Right.
You're free.
So her friend's going to tell her to go be a whore.
Mm-hmm.
While you trying to, put the pieces back together.
Right.
It really ain't no support. It's like,
man up.
Yeah, man
it's
up.
Man up at the end of the day.
Man, I get you had a good woman. It's time to move on. I mean, it ain't really.
Because guys love once, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't love every girl, man. It just it is what it is.
That's true, though. But yeah, man. Yeah. I feel you on that, bro. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had you stumped before.
Oh, nah. Nah, because I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay, I see where he's going with. Because, see, I was thinking, like, shoot, man, like, I done had some times when I had some conversations, and just off the conversation, I was like, hell nah.
Right.
Like, even to hit it and get caught up in some other stuff, like, it had to be, like, on some free nature, I'm digging you. And then it's like, all right, but if you all demanding and we just conversating, like, I ain't even getting to the point where we playing house.
Oh, that's red. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
But some guys, I guess when you get into the zone of alpha males, beta males, then you got like sigmas, which they don't really talk about too much. It's like the best of both worlds, I mean, I guess sigmas are more like alphas, but they're just not as aggressive, I should say, but they don't really talk about that. It's either black or white, alpha, beta. A lot of women get the betas. There's a lot of betas out there, and they just cater. But
the beta is gonna be the majority. Though I know a lot of people say they are alpha, but the majority of men are gonna be beta men.
A lot of them are. They just cater. They don't really have no say so.
Yeah,
kind of almost like some like feminine males. Yeah, like feminine natured. Just I don't want to say easy going. They're just, I don't know. I mean, I mean, the simp type, or I'll say like,
they simp.
This woman is not into you. She don't like you, so you're gonna try to take her to the most expensive restaurant to get her to like you. You're almost like you leading with your wallet. Like some man, you gotta be like, they believe a woman when she say this is what you need to do to get a woman, when they don't even know what they want. They just make up stuff as they go. Like, yeah, you gotta do this. You gotta buy a dozen roses every week. Send it to her job. She'll have you send her a dozen roses to her job, and then send her a dozen roses to her home. Like, they'll have you doing that for 30 days straight.
Man, bruh, I must say I ain't never did no stuff like that.
Nah, cause you deal with women that like you.
Yeah, that's for real. Cause I just don't see.
Like, you can't.
I just don't.
We talking to a guy that's used to talking to women that like him. That's crazy.
I'm trying to see, like, why would if I speak to you and I'm getting some type of flavor, why in the hell am I buying you dead roses?
Man, it don't even make sense. It don't even make sense.
It don't make sense.
I never had to do that either. I never. Not to say I wouldn't. Like, I'd have
bought flowers before, but
yeah, I did that before. I mean, with my ex, whatever. But I never bought a chick I'm dating. You know what? I'll be honest with you, bro. I never dated a chick.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It ain't been.
I never dated a chick.
Ain't been too many. I'm trying to think of some that I've been on a real live date with, and it ain't been many.
I mean, I went, took a chick. Like, I mean, not like dating, like just take her out, but I guess they use like courting, where you continuously every week you taking her to some different place, then you go to the park. Like, I never did that before. I never felt like I needed to do that for a chick.
I really think, though, it depends on, it's a class thing. Let's say you are, before, when you get out of high school, you go to college, you already know you gonna come out making 125, 150 a year.
Right.
You 25, 26 years old, going into your career. You already know that you making six figures. You should be courting. You don't want to hit every. Yeah. I mean, even if you hitting everything, those that you are dating, you need
upper echelon.
You need background checks.
Yeah.
You need to know if she got whorish ways, because if she do, your peers are gonna not appreciate the disrespect on her end,
and they won't accept her.
And what are you doing, man to man, when they look at you? What are you doing about it?
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
So more so of a family thing, like a powerful family, like the mob. This family, that family, we get together. Okay, you're going to court that mob boss's daughter because that family is notoriety. You know, whatever.
They respect
the family, but I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with it.
Gotcha.
But I get what you saying too. But I think it's a class thing, because when if you a lower class, you can screw everything. You screw who you want to, because you really don't have any. There's really no morals involved in it.
Basically, it's no benefit.
It's really
so you
not.
want me to court you, take you to the most expensive restaurants, and it's like, who are you? Where do you come from?
Yeah, you
taking on you is not beneficial to me to a degree, and it's not beneficial to my family. Like, we're both come from almost like nothing. So like what
a middle class.
Yeah, it's like, what am I building up for? My thing is, like, I always been cool with the chicks. We go out. Like, I'm not no grunt and shit. Like, I don't, we don't do nothing. Like, we do stuff, but when guys be like, man, I done made reservations and do all this, like, I'll make reservations for a chick that's my girl.
Right.
Like, once you my girl, then I look at it as, I'll do these things for you. But if you're just a chick that's basically you for the streets, because you don't have nobody, you single, so you for the streets. Like, I don't see myself doing all that extra stuff for a chick that's technically for the streets.
Exactly.
Like, I've been that guy that this dude did all this, and she hit me up like, "What you doing?" And I come by.
Man, you know something, man. That's exactly how it go, bruh. Like, you do all that, all the courting or, to a trifling person, and then they turn around while you on a date with them or what they think is a date, and they hollering at the next dude like, "Hey, you coming through later on?"
That's it. You done got them prepped.
Basically, you the prepper.
You the beta male simp mangina, man.
And and that's what
shout out to BOA.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is though, man. Like, I think when you start making the big dollars, you just gotta be careful.
Gotcha.
Not
leave with your wallet. Don't leave with your wallet. Don't still maintain that game. I think the simp in that beta mindset, not to say beta is bad. And
that's what the majority of men are, though.
Right. It's the average, right? But I think they're starting to intertwine simps and beta, and they're using that as the same thing. Like, just because you're a beta male, you're automatically a simp. And I think there's kind of a thin line where they're different.
Right.
A simp is just a simp. A simp may not have no game. As soon as they get money, they get all these chicks because they leave with their wallet. That's how I look at simps. Like, they leave with their wallet.
So the way I look at alpha versus beta is this. The alpha is only the leadership. But 2 or 3 betas will defeat the alpha.
Right.
So even though one-on-one, the beta is weaker than the alpha, but when they team up, they'll kill the alpha. So it's just kind of like the betas have potential to become the alpha.
Right.
But are they strong enough
to become that? Or they just alpha. Be a beta for the rest of their life?
Right.
And that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. Right there. That scenario right there. Like, yeah, if you're a beta, one bad relationship can put you in alpha position. Like, you just totally get it. Like, you know what? Right. I get it now.
Right.
I see why this guy, when I used to criticize this guy for being like that, now I see why he's like that. It worked for him. See, a woman with a beta be the same women that scream, "Why can't a woman be with 2 dudes?"
Dang, that's messed
why I
up.
can't get 2 dudes. Why? Because if she was with, women are hypergamous, right? They want somebody that's better than them. So if they got a man that they felt was better than them, that alpha, they would dedicate their life to that alpha and go get a girl for her alpha and have fun.
Oh, definitely.
A woman is not going to ask to bring another man into a relationship where she has an alpha.
That ain't never gonna happen.
It won't work.
Not unless it's gonna be sirens after that. That's exactly
body bags.
Yeah.
But if it's a beta male, she need that. It goes into it. Take 2 or 3 beta males to defeat an alpha.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So she need 2 to 3 dudes just so she can feel that aggression of one man.
Yeah.
That is an alpha.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Just the thought of that is like, dang.
I mean,
that's crazy, bro.
Man, I mean, that's how I look at it. When I observe and just see how women, from the timeline, like the comments they make and stuff like that. And every so often I check them and I'll like try to say stuff because, we got this, what we doing, this platform stuff, I can, use that for content, try to get their perspective. So I say little things and they be like, I never looked at it like that.
Yeah,
I love that right there. When they be like, I get it.
I mean, if you think about it, man, how often have you ever really challenged a female? Like, I rarely do. Like, if I, like my coworkers and stuff, if I know they on some ratchet stuff, they jacking their money up, male or female, and I throw something out there, the dudes might be like, dang, G, all right. And then the females might be looking like, who this nigga think he is? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and be looking at me sideways.
But they have, you know why they have every right to look at you sideways?
What's up?
Because they can marry into financial freedom. So they can make all this money, lose it, and guess what? They can get married at the end of the day and be okay. See, a dude, he lose it, it's over with.
Oh, it's over, yeah.
He ain't marrying into money. You know,
that's very rare.
A guy can't marry into money.
Even if he got the magic stick, he still ain't about to marry into no money.
He can't. So dudes, you know what? By default, have to be logical. We don't have a fantasy.
Nah.
It ain't no female knight in shining armor, whether willing to snatch up a broke man.
Right.
You know, for long term. But a man will snatch up a broke woman long term.
That's true.
So a woman cannot listen to you. A woman don't have to mean, you know, she don't, whatever, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm still be half naked looking for a good dude.
But here's where the ladies fall short.
Of course, that wall. Go ahead.
When you start losing your beauty, when your curves start to sag, when your skin start to wrinkle, now what?
Well, of course. I mean,
you know, because and I'm talking in your 40s. You know, some women in their 40s, they ain't looking so good.
No, that's why a lot of them have to move. But unfortunately, even if they move, they carry that same energy. So the typical guy can kind of see through, like, I know what type chick this is. And that's why even when they move, they still end up with that same caliber of guys that they left.
Right.
Right. And they're still going to get the beta male simp providers. And it's not the type guys they want, but they don't have the energy for the alpha because they used to spinning the block so much that they have a masculine energy to them.
Now,
aggressive.
Now, bro. So this what I want to throw out there. Is it possible that a beta male with a lot of money, that some women treat them like a alpha? You know, like, so that's why they kind of took on the beta male mindset. Because see, like, I never understood it, bro, just tricking off my money like that.
I mean, a woman, yeah, of course, women do it all the time. You know, it's just like saying, if you lame broke, you lame when you rich. Not all rich people kick with each other. It's still cliques and crews of rich people that don't mess with this certain faction of celebrity because they're lame, you know. So yeah, a dude with money to dudes that can't match his income, of course he's an alpha.
Right. On
the outside looking in, yes, you're an alpha. If we in a club and you look like money, you pull up in a Rolls Royce, Maserati, or whatever the case may be, you got the jewels and, you know, Versace shirt or whatever, you got all that attire on.
You know, famous people.
Yeah, on the outside looking in, because I just work a regular 9-to-5 job, that's alpha. But if I had your same money, same jewels, same toys, we in the same circle, and then I will know, man, you a beta male simp.
Right.
Mangina.
Exactly.
That's what you are.
And that's what's out there.
You have the money, so like they say, a wolf in sheep's clothing, he's a sheep in wolf clothing because I'm not in his circle.
Right.
So women, they don't know that he's a beta male simp mangina until they get into his circle. But they're, like I said, they're hypergamous. So long as they can have the look, he can buy me this, red bottoms, and they okay. They know he a simp. But they still gonna mess with them alphas on it. Right. You know, they still gonna mess with regular dudes.
Right.
Yeah, he's my safety net.
That's all.
That's it. He's my safety net, but I'll mess with you. You gonna mess with me? I'm a worker 9 to 5. Nah, just your energy.
Yeah.
A woman gonna let you smash if your energy right.
Right.
That's why you don't talk much.
Right.
You talk yourself. If a woman wants you, she wants you. After that, you talk yourself out her draws.
Right, that's it. It's just that simple. So
yeah, that's you. That's Mr. Postman.
You know, yeah, man. So look, man. Thanks for listening. I'm Joffrey with a G,
and I'm your boy Face